Don't laugh. Don't laugh.
I
It's not
started
funny.
recording 10 seconds too late. That would have been the greatest cold open of all time.
Wait, did you not get that?
No, I wish I did. Well, that's
What
the
if?
cold. That
What
is the
no?
cold open. People will just have to be left to wonder. Welcome everyone to episode 16 of your favorite podcast in the world, Waves on the Shore, with myself and Jaron, where we talk about all that's cracking in country music and other music we listen to. It's kind of where we just talk about everything going on. Uh, I just ran into that. I didn't know. No, like, hey, let's start record. Just going in, and yeah, we've got quite a few things to talk about this episode. Some
Yeah, we do.
developments, some releases. Uh, so contrary to other episodes, specifically the last episode where we tried to just drag a few topics into a full podcast, this time we got a lot to talk about. We're gonna have to kind of like keep a pace here. So, uh, very first on our list, I've moved very fast. Do you want to say anything in the intro?
I mean, no, I don't have anything to add. I I so badly though want to tell the audience what I said before
I say we
we
leave
started
it a
recording.
secret.
But we can leave it a secret.
It'll
Who
be one
knows?
of those. It'll be one of
Yeah,
those. They'll never
you'll never
know.
know.
Um,
Um. Oh, we both said. Ooh.
um.
All right.
So,
Let's talk about Zach Bryan.
yeah. First up, Zach Bryan, everyone's favorite campfire sad boy playing his guitar, yelling at his iPhone in 2019. Um, we all love Zach Bryan. I'm pretty sure everyone listening to this podcast knows who he is at this point. If you don't, um, I feel like do yourself a favor is like my go-to saying when it comes to stuff. But do yourself a favor,
That's true. You say that a
and
lot.
I do. But like, what would I replace it with? Because you are doing yourself a favor if you go check out Zach Bryan's music. It's incredible. Um, he's got 2 albums that he recorded himself, just with like a mic and a guitar. Well, the second one was recorded in a barn, which is kind of cool to see the like
Yeah.
behind the scenes
And then
images of the barn. That was cool. The
and then
first
if
one
I
was in a
remember,
mattress.
that's true. Well, yeah, they covered they got an Airbnb, I believe,
Yep,
and
just
put
some cottage.
mattresses and they put mattresses up against the walls.
He,
Um, and if I remember correctly, the Quiet Heavy Dreams EP was produced by Dave Cobb, I think.
that was his first. So, 2019, we had Deanne, which was his breakout debut when he was kind of blowing up on YouTube and everything. 2020 was Elizabeth, which was his follow up, similar production style, longer, more songs. And of course, it literally was like 2.5 weeks delayed to come out on Apple Music because Apple's so bad. Like, normally when something drops, like, it
Those
takes.
buns, bruh.
Normally, when
Buns.
something drops, it takes like 30 minutes for it to actually show up on Apple. So it's like 12:30 by the time I actually start listening to the new music, which is
And
why
then
I'm
I'm
always so
over
late to the party.
and then I'm over here with my stereo headphones on, listening to Tennille's new track the moment it strikes midnight.
But yeah, the Zach Bryan one was a violation because like I check back right at midnight and so here's the thing, right? This is at like this was April, right? Or May. I think it was April because it was like
Hold
in
up.
we're talking about Elizabeth. We're talking about Elizabeth now, sorry.
Okay.
I should
Gotcha.
specify. Elizabeth by Zach Bryan, I believe it came out April of 2020, mid late April, unless I have
That
my
sounds
dates wrong.
right.
It was at like it was during the like lockdown of the pandemic. Like everyone's in their house, everyone's scared, no one knows what's going on, and I babysat a lot during that time because one of the people that lives down the road was a nurse, and she's like, "Yo, I got kids that need babysitting," and I'm like, "Yo, I got a bank account that needs money. Let's see, let's see what we can do here."
Came out on May 8th.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So it was May, but I remember staying up till midnight, and like I had to get up early because she would leave for work at like 6:30, so I had to be up at like before 6 to make it over in time, and so I stayed up till midnight. I was gonna suffer through it, and because I wanted to listen to this new Zach Bryan album, and I waited till like 1 a.m. thinking that eventually Apple was gonna put it up. And I'm like, look, I gotta get up at like 5:45 tomorrow. Like I need to go to bed. It's 1 a.m. went to bed, woke up the next morning, still wasn't up. And then, like, I'm babysitting, I'm like making craft dinner and checking Apple Music. They're like absolutely tearing me up in mini sticks while I'm checking Apple Music. And bro, like, I just kept checking. And then he went on his Instagram and he was like, Apple's being a bum. And I'm like, that's not surprising, but at the same time, what the frick? And it didn't come out for Apple till like 5 or 6 days later. I was like, this is a crime.
That is.
I was
That would
so,
actually.
it was
That
so
actually would.
uneasy.
That would make me really upset.
You don't know how unsettling it is knowing it's out, but I can't listen to it. I can see the songs. They're there. It's just I can't play them. I see all the titles. I have it downloaded, but when I click it, it says this song's not available in your country or region. Frick you! So, anyways, after that, then at the end of 2020, he had his Quiet Heavy Dreams EP, which, like Jaron said, produced by Dave Cobb. His first bit of studio work.
Wait, let me flex real quick.
Oh, do you have the CD? Or you have the shirt? You have the shirt, don't you?
I have. I think there's only like 500 of these. I could totally be wrong. I could totally be misremembering that.
It's such a clean design.
Yeah.
I love that.
And then on the back.
Oh, for listeners, obviously, Jaron is currently showing the Quiet Heavy Dreams T-shirt he has.
Yeah,
it looks really sick.
It's literally just the album art on a cream T-shirt.
It looks so nice.
And then on the back, it's just got his name. I don't know. Oh, it's gonna be backwards, but yeah, it's got his name.
No, it's good. So clean. That is one of my favorite album covers in recent memory, to be honest with you.
Real quick. There's some history with that shirt. I'm not gonna get super into it, but basically.
Oh wait, no, I think I know the history of this shirt.
At one point, at the time that album came out, I was currently at the beginning of a relationship with a woman, and she also had exquisite taste in music, and she liked Zach Bryan. And so when I was like, "Ooh, shirt," she likes Zach Bryan. This will be a great Christmas gift, right? And then, like, long story short, for reasons I won't get into, I did not end up giving her that shirt for a Christmas present, and it stayed folded up at the top of my closet at home for like 5 months. And then one day I was like, you know what? Screw her. I'm gonna wear this shirt. And it is mine now, and she is no longer present in my life.
Such a good story. That always cracks me up. But anyways, after all that talk and nonsense,
oh jeez, yeah, we're supposed to be talking about his announcement.
The actual thing that is new, and what is new is was it today or was it yesterday?
Today.
The day we are recording.
12 hours ago still.
Which is Tuesday, January 25th. Yeah, 8 hours ago.
It's also my mom's birthday. Happy birthday to my mom.
Happy birthday, Jaron's mom. Also, speaking of this casting I'm clapping, this comes off tomorrow morning. Anyways.
Nice.
I'll have a second hand.
Cast off day. Early cast off day.
Exactly. But anyways, Zach Bryan has announced his new album, American Heartbreak, will be available everywhere on May 20th. And it is a full studio album. So it's like Quiet Heavy Dreams. That's the sound I'm assuming it's going to be. But just kind of like a full project.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited.
I was talking to you before we started recording, but I try not to get too hyped about things. But I'm very excited, but I'm mostly interested. Because I'm just like, what if he throws a curveball and it's like, ooh. I doubt he would. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Fancy,
I want to see him. I'm just curious to see what it sounds like. I'm very curious.
So yeah.
But also the album, if on Instagram, which is how I saw the announcement. He probably announced it on Twitter too. I don't use Twitter though. But on Instagram, there. Do you think that what he posted, like the picture he posted with the title, is that the album art?
I would assume. I hope it
That's
is.
what
I
I
really
think,
like it.
and I really like it too. So that's what I was getting to. I
Zach Bryan,
really hope that's the album art.
yeah, Zach Bryan has like top tier album arts. But yeah, I was as Jaron said, we were talking before we started recording, and I was saying like few announcements have got me this hyped. Like a Zach Bryan announcement just seems to hit different. And
Yeah.
I was also saying to Jaron how I definitely overreact to pretty much everything. I'm very like
Angel by Thomas Rhett, best song ever.
I can't control myself when new stuff comes at me. Like
Good. Evan here song, good song, best song
I
ever.
have to get hyped up. I'd argue it's more fun to
I
get super on board. At the same
Sure.
time though, then something like Starcross drops and it's
Maybe,
just like
but maybe that at the same time, maybe that's also why. Like I was totally interested in a flower shops, but like you seemed like you were you were like all in,
yeah.
and not that you shouldn't be all in, but like you were doing it to yourself, if that makes sense. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
yeah. That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's a blessing and a curse to be as like to get as
Yeah.
excited as I am. I don't know,
I
it's
wish
just the
you
way
could just
I
get
am.
excited like that for movies and stuff.
No chance. But a Zach Bryan album that gets me hyped up for similar reasons to what Jaron already said, saying how just interested. What's he gonna bring? Because I'm assuming with it being a studio album, like we know the sound he's going for, but I wonder like what the curveball is gonna be. Is there gonna be a piano ballad? Is there gonna be like a rock heavy song? Or I don't know. There's a lot of question marks. And
We
also
will see.
I just kind of going back to the album arts. I I adore Zach Bryan's album arts, especially since they've aged like fine wine. In the sense that he had his original debut, Deanne, which was black with the image of him and his mom. Really, really sweet album cover.
Yeah.
And then Elizabeth came out, and it was the same format and everything, but he changed the picture to him and his now wife.
Well,
Um,
actually, no. Continue. I want to continue. I
okay.
want. We'll come back to what I
Unless
want
I'm
to
wrong,
say.
I could have been wrong there.
No, no,
Um,
you aren't. Just
anyways,
just keep going.
um, a picture of him and someone else on a roof, and it's cool, but pretty much the same album cover as Deanne with a different picture.
Yeah.
But now that he's moved into studio stuff, he's got he's kind of ditched that album art style. And
Yeah.
I like that move because not that I didn't love those album covers, but I think it just kind of
It's a
yeah,
new
it's
era.
a new era and I like how it's identifiable like that. Like the like raw breakout early Zach Bryan has that specific black
Hmm.
portrait design. And now
Yeah.
as he expands into a studio, he's getting more
I
out
also
there
really,
stuff. And
I
the
also
album
really
covers are
like
always
the
sick. So,
yeah. I really like the title of this one, American Heartbreak,
mhm.
which I have a theory to get into because earlier I kind of stopped you,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
I'll let
yeah.
you keep going. Um, I'm. This is not. This is kind of me speculating, and also I've spent a lot of time in like Reddit threads and like other people speculating about this, but it seems, and I'm not. Don't nobody who's listening. Don't like go spouting this as the absolute truth, because gossip sucks. I'm just. This is just me speculating, but uh, it just seems that Zach and uh, Rose is what's her name. They seemed at least to be separated at a minimum.
Very
Just
disappointing. I haven't
because,
seen much about her lately.
yeah, we haven't. Well, she used to be in like videos on YouTube and like other things like that, and we'd see
Hmm.
posts and like things on Instagram, and now it's just none of that. It's like at first I thought I was like, oh, they're just wanting to keep their life mostly
Yeah,
private,
they're not even there anymore. They're all
but
down.
but no pictures of her exist anymore. Um, her page for a long time was actually like she had made it so that you couldn't view it. Like her own page existed, but there's no pictures of him on her page. Um, and she had deleted all of her posts when she came back. Her name is Rose Madden. Um, and it's interesting to me, and it's none of my business, but I this ties into what I was getting to about the new album and stuff, and that's because to me it's almost kind of hard to look at Elizabeth's album because it kind of makes me sad because I don't think they're together anymore.
I did not put two and two together.
Yeah,
But now that you bring it up, because he was always so affectionate on social media with her. And
yeah,
then,
and then there's also the new album's called American Heartbreak, and I'm just kind of like, huh. I wonder if that will have anything to do with his own maybe heartbreak. Who knows? Maybe they're still together, but I'm pretty sure.
it doesn't look good.
Yeah. Um. That being said, it's not really any of our business. I'm just as a listener with the second album literally being named after her because I believe it's her middle name. It just seems slightly relevant.
Regardless, you can
But yeah.
best believe we're in for a classic on May 20th.
But I'm good for sad. I'm always down for some good sad boy music.
That's the thing. Maybe like, yeah, it's hard to comment on anything because we are so irrelevant in his life. Yeah. But like, art's art. If it's gonna be good music, it's gonna be really good music. Not that I doubt. I feel like Zach could write about anything and he'd somehow make it incredible. But probably. Anyways, that is our little ramble about Zachary Bryan. Next up is talking about an album that's already out. My review is now up on the channel. It's one I don't think Jaron wants to talk about, but also wants to talk about. It is that's the. A good way to put it. You probably, I'm sure everyone by now knows what it is. It's the new Walker Hayes album, country stuff. The album, my review's up on the channel, so similar to albums and stuff that I've dished out my thoughts on. I'm gonna kind of let Jaron take the wheel here for a bit. So what are we saying?
My first thing, and I can't remember if you even touched on this in your review. I watched it yesterday, but I can't remember if you said this. But my first immediate problem with this album is that there's no like hyphen or colon in between country stuff and the album.
It's just country stuff, the album.
And it's like, I don't like that. It's just like part of my like, I don't even have OCD, but that just doesn't look good to me.
It doesn't need to be there. It's an album.
Yeah, just call it.
Like, bro, On the Rocks, the album.
Well, the reason it's called Country Stuff, the album,
because there was the EP.
Country Stuff EP.
But it's like, just.
And I get that. So just throw a colon in there if it's that big a deal.
Yeah, if you really are that dedicated to the name of country stuff, which isn't even a good name. Name is something else.
I'll say about this album is that for the most part, I pretty much mostly agree with what Evan said in his review. But I believe What You Don't Wish For, you weren't a super big fan of it. Was it because of the production?
The production. I really like what that song was going for. It just, I struggle to listen to it.
The production, I mean, the production on most of these songs just isn't very good. but that one's not the one that stood out to me the most. What? The one that stood out to me the most?
There was one that really bugged me.
Is Life With You.
That was, okay, that would be like number 2. DeLorean's the one that will forever haunt me.
Oh, and DeLorean was awesome.
DeLorean truly makes me want to, like, just... But it's not even that, right? It's...
I know.
It's like, you start do that again, and then I'll add the production. Start doing your little singing thing again. That's what the instrumental sounds like. Just wind, bad sounds, everything crammed together, make it all one, it's like,
Bruh.
It had the potential to be a decent pop country song. And then it sounds so bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to like completely tear this album apart because I don't think that's very fun.
Yeah.
But
even then, there are good spots.
Oh, I do have a couple like maybe takes that you don't really have because I actually don't hate drinking songs completely. Like I kind of like the chorus a little bit. I'm not saying it's a good song, but I feel like it's maybe a little bit mm, I don't a little bit like slightly more digestible than some of the other ones.
I can agree
I
with
don't.
that.
Craig could be good. One thing about Craig that I found out yesterday,
It
actually,
was the old
was
one.
that it was on a
Boom,
different album before this. Yeah,
boom.
which is interesting to me.
I
Um,
didn't draw that connection
I
until I saw that comment either, and I
I
was like, wait,
I
I've
will say that I do kind of I like that this song is a story, although sometimes it just I I was reading the lyrics along with listening to this song, and it is like a lot of words that he's basically not even singing this song, and that's for two reasons, because there's so many words in the verses that he literally just has to read, like he just has to read it and speak it, like it's like he
mm-hmm.
can't sing it and then when he gets to the chorus, he's doing his dumb sexy talk where he's trying to be sexy and he's like talk singing or whatever, and then Mercy Me is just like just going crazy and like just killing it, just killing the game, and then he's just not doing that.
Bro, I'm telling you,
But this song is good when Mercy Me is singing. I will say that. The
yeah,
song,
like
I,
I had a very specific
so like
first listen with
one
this
fourth of
song.
this song is good.
I had a very specific first listen with this song. Um, I was chilling in my room, and my dad was like, "Yo, we're out of sour cream, and I don't want to go to the store." And I was like, "Dang it, you do pay for everything around here, so I guess I'll go. I guess I'll drive to the store and get you some sour cream." And I was just like, um, I was like, "Frick me, I gotta get to the Walker Hayes. Like, I'm trying to review this ASAP." So, um, I was listening through it, kind of skipping the ones that I had already heard because I wanted to get to the new ones first, and then like I listened through it as a whole. But anyways, I heard Craig, and I was like, and the chorus came, and I'm like, dang, this feature's adding a lot. When I heard, when it went from the Mercy Me singing to Walker Hayes, that is
I
where the part in my review came where I was just hugging my steering wheel. I was just like, nah, there's no way he's been outperformed that badly.
yeah, like
Like,
it was.
it just
It's
sounds.
really noticeable. That's what. Okay,
But he can
I like
sing! That's the
actually.
annoying part that I learned listening to
Yeah,
his older stuff.
yeah,
He can, he just doesn't. Oh,
yeah.
man.
Like I don't know. I like. What do you want me to do, Walker Hayes? Like, what do you want from me? Like just do better.
Because it's there. That's the most annoying thing. The,
I understand that he has his thing and he's good at it. It's kind of like the whole like Dustin Lynch has his like everybody's got their fans. There's nothing wrong with liking music
yeah.
unless it's bad.
I ain't gonna lie, right? If people say they listen to Walker Hayes music, I'm not like
Yeah.
I, I have much.
A part
I
of me will
think,
die inside,
but a
I
lot
won't.
less will die inside than if you told me like I'm an Upchurch fan. So
Oh gosh.
here come the
Oh
comments.
no. Oh
Bring
no.
it on, bro. I
Oh
got no,
no.
no, 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 no. But I got someone to. Maybe I told you this before. And this is no shade to the person that commented it. I do not want any. I'm not trying to come off as like this
You
person's
might
a
have told me
clown.
this, but keep going. Yeah.
Someone commented when I first put up my review of Broadway Girls, or my first like little reaction to it. They commented like, check out
The Upchurch version that he
Upchurch
did with.
version, and it was so like blunt. He just put like check, like a literal check mark emoji. Check out. Um, why is it just fleeted in my head? What the heck? What the heck?
Broadway
Upchurch. What?
Girl.
Why did
Oh,
that
okay.
just disappear from my head? Check out Upchurch
I was like,
remix.
I have no idea what you forgot because
Check
I was
out
like, we were
Upchurch
literally
remix.
just talking about it.
Yeah, and then he's like, I don't know if he said thank you or if he said like
Oh,
thank
he did
me,
it in like a
thank
sassy
me
way or
later
something
or
like that.
something. Like as
Thank you,
if,
like he's doing you a favor.
yeah. And then I was like, look, ain't no way Upchurch is about to make this better, right? But I was like, you know what?
I
I
actually
got.
listened to it and I thought it was okay. Like
Oh,
it's not
I
bad.
didn't. I'm sorry. I
I'm not
checked
gonna
it
listen
out.
to it. I said it was okay. I didn't say it was
Yeah,
good.
I checked it out and I was just like, this this is what you were so like you thought you were doing me a favor by recommending this.
Look, I'm not. Yeah, like I said, I I have I do know people that listen to some Up Church, and some more than
Oh,
others.
dude, honestly, half of the
But just
fun of like making fun of Upchurch and his fans are just because it's Upchurch and his fans.
he's the Messiah.
Like he's just kind of like the punching bag that's fun to make fun of.
Sure, sure.
To be honest, I have not listened to all of Upchurch's music.
Here, wait, real
Mostly because it
quick
doesn't appeal to me, but like
before we move on from
just
Walker Hayes.
jokes. Yeah.
My first listen was actually this past. It was the Saturday, so the day after it came out. It was just this past Saturday. I'm taking. Oh, wait, do you guys have Sam's Club? Okay. Do you know what Costco is?
Yeah.
You do know what Costco is.
Yeah, the
Okay.
store, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Sam's Club is just like Costco.
Oh, we have
But-
like a membership kind of thing.
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like, It's a lot of stuff is in bulk and like that kind of. Yeah.
I got Nutella at Costco
So you
once.
get it.
Yeah. Bro, I did. We were buying for a camping trip, and I was like, "Yo,
I got
what's these mega
look at
jars
this-
for $8?"
Yo, look at this big ass tub of Nutella. Look,
Bro, literally,
Snap that.
I was like, "This for
Snatch it up.
$8, bro?
You wanna
Throw
see
that
what
in the cart."
You want to see what I got from Sam's Club?
Let's see it.
And for you listeners, it's just I love cheese and meat, and I found a big thing of meat for my charcuterie board.
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie. Oh no, I think with my fridge.
It's the most random thing to pull out. Well, since I guess finish tying this into Walker Hayes because I think you.
I'm gonna keep talking. Give me a second. Okay, so we're listening to it on the way there, right? And I'm like, I'm sorry, guys. I know two of my friends I knew weren't super big into country. One of my other friends that was with me was my roommate last semester, who is very much into country, and he when I told him that we were listening to the Walker Hayes album, he was not excited, and I was like, look, man, I just gotta get one listen in, and then on the way back to campus, we can listen to something else that isn't gonna make our ears bleed. And so we're like listening to it, and we're just like, it's basically this. A couple times, me and my buddy Jeremiah were both like, this song's okay, like, and then for every other song, we're just like, the whole time I'm literally like screaming at my dashboard, like, why can I not understand Walker Hayes? Because a lot of times in this album, I just feel like I can't understand what he's saying, and that was super frustrating for me. It's
Right.
like something to do with the production. And
It's
also
the
just
mixing.
way
It's so
and the way he's
it's so
singing,
bad. I don't get it.
it's weird. But real quick, I should say, everybody knows Briefcase is good, so I don't really need to talk about it. But it's the only song on here that I would probably add to like a playlist. And I
I've
have
got
added it to
three.
the playlist.
I've got three. Granted,
Well,
they're the ones from the EP. But I Hope You Miss Me. I've liked that song from the get go.
Oh, actually, I
almost
Hope
a
You Miss
year
Me
old.
is decent, but I just haven't. Maybe I need to listen to it again.
Yeah.
But I did like it.
What if we
Um,
did? Big Jam. I will stand behind that song passionately, and Briefcase. There's three really good songs on
my
that.
thing
just
is,
the
I
other
saw Carly
10.
Pearce on that song, but I felt like I couldn't hear her at all. I listened to it like 3 times.
Dude, you know how that part kind of bugs me because like it's so perfectly set up for a duet, and you hear her kind of become more prominent in the background as the first chorus ends,
Mm-hmm.
but then she never takes the lead, and I was just like,
Yeah.
yo, this would have been amazing, but I still really like the song. But
Yeah, I just can't remember it. Maybe I need to listen to it more. But I definitely like I Hope You Miss Me, and What You Don't Wish For is probably my second favorite song, besides
Yeah.
Grief.
so that was
But yeah, let's
That's-
stop talking about this album.
That was Walker Hayes. I while we were talking about while you grabbed a random thing, I was gonna grab a random thing. Viewers, I will explain. In my hand is the first vinyl I've ever purchased with me own money.
Baby's
mine.
first vinyl.
Like, it's actually my second because I got one as a gift from a friend. But this is the first one I bought. It's Sunday Drive by Brett Eldredge. Y'all know how much I love this album. Okay, I've talked about it a lot. So
Did you find it in person?
Yeah. So we were my family, we kind of ripped around Ontario and stuff, looking at schools because I'm old, and I have to look at
Yeah, you're
post
old.
secondary to go to. And
Bro, Mans is
anyways,
like 17.
yeah, yeah,
Aren't you
I am.
17?
Yep.
Yeah.
But anyways, we stopped in at this
Bro, I'm gonna
mall.
be. Gosh, now you're making me feel old, bro.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna be 21 in
you're
like five.
fresh.
I'm gonna be 21 in like 5 months.
You're fresh. You're fresh.
I'm
But
fresh.
anyways, we stopped in this mall and I saw a record store and I was like, now that I have a vinyl player, I want to just go see what they have, right? And I went to the country section and the very first one there was Heartache Medication, and I was like, dang,
Ooh,
like there are
that's
three
tempting.
country albums I really wanted to get on vinyl. And I wished for a vinyl player for Christmas. I didn't get one, so I just bought one for myself. But I also
How much was that one? I'm curious.
that I got it refurbished, so I got it discounted for like 140. Quite a
Dang,
steal.
you paid. Wow, that was 140.
Yeah, so that's like 110 American. Quite good.
Yeah,
Um
but that's interesting.
yeah,
Sorry, the
it
only
was a
reason I say
steal.
that is actually a decent price.
Cuz it was
Like
a
vinyl
one-off
around.
that got refurbished. But
Huh.
um what was I saying? Oh
I,
yeah.
I
Um the three albums I really want on vinyl for country music at least is On the Rocks by Midland. Really want that. That sounds sweet. Sunday Drive and Heartache Medication. So when I saw Heartache Medication, I grabbed it and I was like, dang, I'm gonna have to buy this. And then I kept flipping through and like there's a bunch of names I know and stuff. I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool to see them in vinyl. And then Sunday Drive popped up and I was like, nope, sorry, John, I will save you for another day.
What
I
store
love
was this?
Sunrise Records.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if it's a chain or not. I don't know.
It probably so. It was, oh, okay, dang.
It was in
The
Toronto.
record. I recently went to a record store, but it's like a used. It was just like a used bookstore
Yeah.
or kind of place. So it wasn't. There were cool old records to look at, and I did come away with like 2 CDs. But like, when it comes to records, I'm looking for newer stuff.
Yeah. So this was new, and I got it, and it looks freaking sexy. And then where's the back? There it is. Got the track list and everything. It's currently in right now as well. But I was so happy with that purchase. I was like, take my $30. Like that
I have
made
the
me feel
CD.
so good. You have the CD. There you go. I've got the little fake CD sitting on my shelf right there. But yeah, that's Evan's little haul segment. What did Evan buy this
Supposed
week?
to be
He bought a
getting.
vinyl.
Actually, this is a good segue into our next thing that we're going to discuss because
It is.
I pre-ordered the limited edition of the Lumineers new album
The
back in
Loomies.
like October, and at the time when I pre-ordered it, I was not sure if I would be home at the time that like I would get the album or if I'd be at school, and I am at school right now, so I don't and I had it sent to my house, so in hindsight I probably should have had it. I'm a dummy, but
It's all good.
I don't have it, but it's got like an orange, like it's got an orange like cream kind of like
Ooh.
really cool. Like I know what it's supposed to look like. I just haven't seen it in person. But I do have the CD. Oh wait, actually, let me grab that. Talk about the album.
While Jaron's gone, for listeners, Jaron has got up from his chair, and he's looking for his Lumineers CD. I gotta say some trash before he gets back. Trash. And he's
What?
back. And he's
Hey,
back.
stop talking trash about me.
And he's back.
Nah, bro. Not cool.
I didn't
All
say
right.
anything, bro. I
also got- I also got the deluxe CD, so it's orange instead of blue.
The orange actually looks really clean. I can't
know,
lie.
It looks so good, bro. And I've listened to it once on the CD so far. Oh, and it comes here. Let me show you guys. For you audio listeners, I'm currently pulling out a poster that comes with the deluxe edition CD, and it's double-sided. And
Ooh.
I've been meaning to put it up, but I kind of want to frame it. So
Fancy.
it goes from like purple to like a light like pinkish orange. It's really pretty, and then
Looks really good.
it's still kind of cool, but I prefer the
Yeah, for
yeah.
variety.
All right, let's
So
talk
then,
about this album.
yeah,
And
we want to
what
talk about
you
the
think
Lumineers album because Jaron was like, "I'm really hyped for this album. We should talk about
I've
it when
been
it
a
comes out."
I've been a big Lumineers fan for a while.
Yeah, and
This is
I'm
like a
very new. This is in fact this album was the first Lumineers album I listened front to back. Like I've heard songs here and there. I know they're big hits.
yeah.
But this is the first time I sat down and listened to it, and I really liked it. So I texted him back. I was like, "Yo, we better talk about this album because
We
I
better
quite
talk about it
enjoyed
or else.
I
And
quite
then
enjoyed my time listening to it." But
he threatened me.
you're the Lumineers guy, so I'll let you kind of
Oh, you
run
want
the
me to?
show here.
Okay.
Like you can ask me questions and stuff, but you're the man here.
Sure.
So
Okay. So I guess this is interesting for me. Um, First I want to start. I just want to say if for any of the other Lumineers fans that are listening, if you're out there, which I'm sure you are because they're not a very small band. But my favorite Lumineers song is a song called "Classy Girls," and it's the second track off of their first album, and it's this simple song and it's beautiful and I love it. I won't get too into it because we're not supposed to. We're talking about the new album, right? But
yeah,
um, I discovered the Lumineers back in like 2012 when their biggest tracks, "Ho Hey." Well, that was the big thing because I remember hearing it on the radio all the time. Everybody knows that song, even if you don't if you don't know it, you know
you
it.
know
Like
it.
it's one of those songs. It's like "Chasing Cars" by Snow Patrol. Evan, do you know "Chasing Cars"?
We've
I
been
think we've
over
both
this. We've been
yeah,
over this because
yeah.
you played it
You
for me and I
yeah,
knew it, but
yeah.
I still can't
Yes.
remember it.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like you know it, but you don't know it. Like, and it's one. I think it's kind of one of those things. But uh, I love the Lumineers. Their albums. I think I'm not pulling punches here. I think their discography, their 4 albums that they have, is one of the strongest discographies of like any artist, like that I've ever listened to. Like all 4 of their albums are just good, like good.
They're good,
And
good.
yeah, and the third one is probably like if you it's hard to be objective when it comes to music, but the third one is probably like if you're looking at it from purely like a critical, like lyrical and like storytelling standpoint, the third one is like if that's what you are and that's what you want and you want to get depressed and sad, listen to their third album. Like that's the one I listen to the least just because it's like there's a reason that there's not really a huge hit off of their third album because none of the songs like they're good, but like not in the same way that like some of their other songs are good. I guess in a way, Brightside is kind of a little bit of a return to form. They still have
It's
their very melancholy.
it's very tight. 9 songs.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
It's still kind of melancholy at sometimes, but they also have like they also have that signature like Lumineers like up tempo
drive. Yeah.
sometimes and the drive and stuff like that. And man, I really like the title track because I looked at the lyrics and it's
Oh.
kind of this story about it's interesting. It depends on how there's interpretation and stuff like that.
I won't lie to you. I don't want to be that guy, but like
What?
I'm not huge on the title track, the opener.
Okay, well I don't think it's the best song. I will say
Okay, that's
that.
fair.
But
Because like when
I like the lyrics.
that's fair. When I listened to it, I was like, after the first song, I was like, I don't know, like definitely keep going, but like, not the best start. But then at the same time, then it hits you with AM radio, which I think is definitely one of the ones that
Yeah.
gets stuck in my head the most. I quite enjoy it. And from there on out, I think it just kind of.
Yeah. I think the reason I really like the title track is because in the lyrics, it's the song about exhaustion and like desperation and like it's from the perspective of it seems like it's a guy, but who knows because there's not actually maybe that's just how I interpret it because I am a guy. That's probably it actually.
Oh, really?
But Well, there's don't don't hit me with that. Oh, really, bruh?
I
Violating
don't
me.
jump to conclusions. I'm a respectful
I
man.
am a male. Anyway, it's just really interesting. It's about like this song about giving up and just like being exhausted and like feeling alone, but like being alone together in a way. And like
Hmm.
at the end, it says, "I could see it in the air. Every word was like a smoke from a cigarette. Sun is coming up ahead." And like before that, they're like on a bridge and they're stranded and they're crying for their kids. And he says, "I'll be your bright side, baby, tonight." Like he's saying that he can be there for her, but they're just so tired. And then and then the song ends. It's not really clear what's happening, but the last verse says, "You're stranded on the bridge. The cops are closing in. I'll be your bright side, baby, tonight, tonight, tonight." And it's just like I don't know. I like how it's kind of vague, but like still like
You can
very
piece it together.
yeah, it's still very specific. Like something's going on. You know,
Yeah.
that's pretty interesting to me. But that that being said, I'm kind of so if what's your favorite song? Because you said Bright Side wasn't super big. I mean, that's not my favorite. I'm actually curious. What is yours off of this album?
I mean, AM radio is the one that stuck with me.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the one that I can like vividly remember and stuff. But
Sure.
I did really like uh 4 and 5, Birthday and Big Shot. I did
That's interesting.
like I should have
Birthday.
listened to it like right before we started to get them back fresh in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
But I just remember liking that 4-5 run there.
Okay. That's interesting. None of these songs are even close to being bad, in my opinion. But I think Birthday, for me, can just get slightly repetitive.
That's fair.
Um, I don't hate it. I just, I'm kind of nitpicking, actually, here. Just because maybe I'm a little biased, but I just really like pretty much everything they do. They don't have a song I don't like. Um, but also, this album is so new, and I've been so busy, and I've been having to listen to other albums that I also have not listened to this as much as I've wanted to, especially recently, because I had to listen to freaking Walker Hayes.
Dude, tell me about it. I was just there like when that when Walker dropped, I was just like, man, I want to listen to other music, but I need to get this review recorded in time
Uh-huh.
so I can edit it before I go away. And then Hit Film was like, nah, we got a new update for you. But joke's on you, when you update it, we're not going to work. So I didn't end up editing it till I got home anyways.
Hmm.
But yeah, I was just like, bro, I don't want to listen to. Uh, uh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm thinking. Sorry. I'm like kind of. I'm in thought. I've got my. I think Roller Coaster, AM Radio, and Big Shot are probably my favorites. I do like Remington. It's very short, but I like it. Um,
Mm-hmm. Because that's like the almost like an interlude. It's like
my
under
favorite
two
part
minutes.
probably is though towards the end of AM Radio. One of my favorite things that the Lumineers do is when they just get really grand,
Yeah,
but like, it feels really grand, but it's just like big piano chords,
yeah.
and there's like a lot of energy, and they do that on AM Radio, and I love it. I
Oh
like
yeah.
it a lot.
I love. It's the chorus of like AM radio that like da da da. That's the part that's always stuck in my head, and I really like it. It's got such a march to it. That's the one thing as I listen to Lumineers music more, and I'm gonna dive into their older stuff now that I've
Listen to their
had a
first album.
positive experience with this one. But
Their first album is just so so good.
mhm. But they've got this unique like movement to their songs. It feels like a almost like a marching beat, kind of like what you're talking about. But yeah, I need to educate myself more on the Lumineers because I like this album, so I'm gonna check out the other stuff. Um, I just need to remember to download it. So yeah,
But yeah, for me that being said, I think I think this is a really good album. I think everybody should check it out. And if you like it, go check out the first three albums because if I'm being honest, the first two are probably better than this one. This one isn't bad, and I need to listen to it more. This is still me. It's only been out for like a week, and I haven't been able to listen to it as much as I want. Um, and the only reason I say it might be better than the third is I don't think it's better than the third, but I think it might be an easier listen than the third because the third one deals with a lot of really heavy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just like, yeah, like it's really good, but like it's a pretty heavy album. But
Yeah.
let's
Transition maybe
let us
into
transition. Evan and I are
a
transitioning
segment
actually.
where we are going to produce. We are going to begin transitioning. This is the transition.
This is transition.
The transition is completed. Jaron, what have you been listening to lately?
I
The
have been
fan favorite
listening.
segment. Let's hear it.
I have been listening to one song.
Okay.
I'm bringing one song, and
Do I know it?
no. Well, let me throw a name at you. Have you heard of Mitch Rossell? I think I'm saying his name.
Nope.
Well, I was listening to. Let me give you a little bit of backstory. I was listening to Spotify while I was doing homework like a week ago, and it finished an album. I was actually probably listening to the Lumineers album, and it started auto playing similar like music that fits my taste
Mhm.
after it finished the album. And this song called "Then Again" by Mitch Rossell started auto playing, and I was like, I don't know who this guy is, but this is a banger, and I just like I was kind of caught off guard really because while it's playing, I'm like, who is this dude? So I click on his profile, and I was like, okay, so he's a country artist. He's relatively new. He seems to have been around for at least. He's probably been performing for.
He's
10
got an
years.
album from 2016.
He does have an album from 2016, which I've listened to a couple of his other songs, and "Ran Into You" is pretty good, and so is "All I Need to See." But those are the only other ones besides "Then Again" that I've listened to. I can't vouch for his album is called Raised by the Radio, and I don't like the album cover, so I can't I can't vouch for anything on that album.
I thank you for saying that because I was looking at it. I was like, I don't know about this cover.
Yeah, it looks a little sketch, but some of his newer covers, specifically his album cover for Then Again, is very aesthetically pleasing to me because I like beaches and water and rocks, and all of those things are on that cover.
That's
But
gotta be the best
the song is
explanation. I'm gonna start using that now when I like a cover.
got rocks and green stuff and things I like.
Bro, like the Zach Bryan cover, I love it. I love roofs. I love people. I love people on roofs.
I love female people. I like male people, and they're on roofs.
Like, it doesn't get any better.
Don't even get me started on the sky.
Don't tell me there's a blanket for a picnic. That's like my favorite thing. All right, continue.
But anyway, this song is just it's a pretty simple song, but the chorus changes. Well, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. It's a simple song in concept, but the way he like goes about it is really satisfying to me because he's talking about all these certain things that take him back to then again, and like whether it's like her kiss or like the smell in the air or like the color in the sky, and it's like it kind of makes me nostalgic for something that it's kind of like that John Mayer thing with Sob Rock. The music is supposed to remind you of some like it's supposed to seem like something you've heard before, but you've never actually heard it before. This song is kind of like that in a way that it makes me nostalgic for memories that I don't have.
Yep.
If that makes sense.
Yep.
Which is kind of depressing.
Ooh,
but in another way, it's kind of comforting.
I'm listening to it right now, and I am downloading it. The chorus just hit, and
Yeah,
I'm messing
yeah.
with this big time.
It is. Everybody listen to it because this thing is a heater, and I've been listening to it a lot, especially today.
That is a song good enough to justify not bringing an album. That's the
Yeah, I really like this song. I was kind of surprised, but I was like, so and like I said, I discovered it a week ago, and I was like, yeah, this is pretty good. I added it to one of my playlists, and it kept coming up occasionally. And then today, when I was going to Walmart with my buddy Jeremiah, he was letting me run the aux. He always lets me run the aux because he likes my
good
taste in
friend.
music. Yeah, and um, that song just happened to show up in my one of my main playlists, and I was like thinking to myself, I was like, man, I actually really like this song. And then when I got back to my dorm room later, I was like, you know what, I want to listen to Then Again Again, and then I wanted to listen to Then Again Again, and so I've just been listening to it all
Again
day.
and again.
And so I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna bring this song to what am I listening to because
Nice.
it's
That's what you've
literally
been listening to.
that's what I've been listening to.
That's the
I really
same
like it.
thing. That's the same. I mean, this sounds actually brain dead, right? Because it's like we're bringing to what we're listening to what we're listening to. But I find often when it comes to this segment, I like to bring something new or like a new flavor, just something like
Sure,
something that
something
because
different.
like I could bring certain albums every week because I'm always listening to them. But
Oh, for
like
sure.
yeah, I always
That's
want
what.
to try and
Yeah.
spice it up. But this week I brought something that I've just been listening to way more than I thought I would, even like based on the music. It's one of those ones that like um I don't something about it just strikes a chord with me, and that is this debut EP from Connor Smith. Didn't go too far.
Who
It's
dis? Honor Smith. I'm gonna look him up right now.
it is how did I find out about this? I think it was literally just like
We both okay. So we both brought relatively young, new-ish country artists. Your guy might be. Oh, your guy's definitely newer
he's
then.
definitely newer. Um,
Didn't go too far.
but
Okay.
yeah, I found him through Country Central, who is a goated Instagram page. You should
Yeah.
definitely check him out. But he always posts like his New Music Friday stuff, as do many accounts, and all accounts that do that, you are saviors. But the EP was like one of the first ones, and I normally like on a Friday will like start on the list and like kind of work my way down till I kind of just want to listen to like stuff I already know. And I think it was like the first one on the list. And I checked it out, and man, it's just like comfort music, and I've been going back to it a lot.
Hmm.
Uh, I
Okay.
I I find a lot of similarities. I feel a lot of like Riley Green.
Really.
I
I'm a
feel
big Riley Green guy, so
I feel like
that's
if you made Riley Green slightly poppier, but it's not like
okay.
it's not. Well, I guess it is pop country, but like it's just not as super raw neo trad as Riley Green.
Okay.
Like you will have like a synthetic kick drum, or you
Okay.
will have like a snap on a song, but it's
So
not.
what?
Other than that, it's pretty like uh soft rock country.
Oh wait,
College Town's a banger, the opener. I
is
don't
he
know if
the
you're.
I Hate Alabama? Wait,
He's the I Hate Alabama.
I know that. Oh,
Yeah, now you're putting two and two together.
I didn't. I
Um,
just saw the title. I just saw the title of that song, and I was like, oh, I think I know this song.
yeah, so I think this EP is like a 6 for 6 banger, even if they're songs that I typically wouldn't like. If you showed me them on paper, I wouldn't be like, yeah, I'm gonna love that song.
Yeah.
College Town, I quite like the lyrics of, especially in I forget if it's the first or second verse, but when he's talking about how everyone went to college and he went off instead to go try and make a career in music. So, but now he knows how awesome a college town is because now he's playing shows at them. Um, I really like Take It Slow, even if it's like really just surface level comfort music, I guess. But I
Okay.
something about it just kind of
So, so
strikes a
what's
chord.
like out of these 6 songs on here? Like, what's the standout
Yes,
for you?
I was just about to get there.
Okay.
I
Okay.
Hate Alabama. Love that song. I feel like it's the one a lot of people know. I think it's been out for a while as well, but I had no clue who he
Yeah.
was till this EP came out.
I was vaguely aware of this song.
I think it's a really fun little twist. Somewhere in a Small Town is super freaking catchy, even if it's like kind of basic. But my favorite is the title track, Didn't Go Too Far. It might honestly be the poppiest in a way. But I just love the lyrics of this song. I think it's really clever. Let me pull them up. It's basically talking about like a relationship he had with a girl from his hometown, but saying how now they've broken up. But since this town's so small, like there's one bar, there's one church, so it's like he's always just seeing her everywhere. And so
Oh,
the
yeah,
the
story of my life,
catch,
bro.
the catch is I really like this too. The one that got away didn't go too far,
Yeah.
and I really like that idea. Like he still sees her every day, but
Huh.
it's like so she's
Yeah.
the one that got away,
Hey,
but like she didn't geographically go very far, and I really like that.
remember Zach Bryan, girl?
You might
That's how
like
it
this
was.
song.
That,
This
that's how,
song might hit you.
that's how it was for me with Zach Bryan, girl.
Forever referred to as the Zach Bryan girl.
I worked at a place over the summer, um, that she would regularly attend. I'm trying to be just on the off chance that I'm trying to leave.
I get you. I get you.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Leave it big.
yeah, this EP just struck a chord with me, and I found myself going back to it a lot. It's like when I didn't know what to put on, it's like I want to listen to this Connor Smith EP. So yeah, and I think Didn't Go Too Far is a banger, a lyrical
Okay.
banger.
That's interesting because well
And I think
actually
I Hate Alabama.
yeah.
I Hate Alabama might be like objectively the best song, but I think
Okay.
Didn't Go Too Far might be my favorite because the chorus is catchy as frick, and I really like the writing on it. So yeah, that's what I've been listening to.
Hmm.
And also I posted it on my story. I put like a little like, hey, like really digging this Connor Smith EP, and he replied to it. So
Really? That's cool. Did you
what a
tag it?
what a G. I did,
Oh, okay.
but like still kind of cool. I don't know where it went. Where the frick did it go?
Oh wait, I think I remember this. Did you like say something about him replying? Maybe, or
I don't
maybe
think
I'm just
so.
maybe not. Maybe I'm. Who knows what I'm remembering?
But yeah, Connor Smith, big thumbs up. Go check out his EP, and as well, Mitch
Okay.
Russell. Then again, be sure
Okay.
to check it out.
Okay. I
Are you listening to it right now?
I just listened to Didn't Go Too Far. Like I just started listening to it. I'm a minute in, and I like it. I like it. But let us proceed. Let us transition.
Transition is occurring.
We're
The
transitioning.
transition's happening. It's going down. We are stupid. We're actually like
Let's
so.
talk about freaking low gap.
Yes.
Transition.
Yes. Low gap. Small distance. Low. Low gap.
This we should start a we'll start a duo called Small Distance or
Or we could just
Short Jump.
just make it a thing to like start referring to bands or people as like synonyms.
You know what's kind of a cool flex though? I know we've barely even talked. We literally haven't even started talking about their name, but they follow me on Instagram.
Hey, yeah. All right. Anyways, yeah, Low Gap. Grady put them on the playlist, Grady's country playlist, and then they posted on their story, "Whoa, this is like so cool." And then Grady posted that on his story, saying like, "Yeah, but like it's a really good song, so you deserve whatever." And I was like,
Yeah.
you know what? This is like one of them feel good stories. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check out the music, and they have 2 songs, and they both literally slap.
Yeah, and in the past, at least on Spotify alone, in the past, like I think Grady did that uh, like not that it was like
About a
less
week
than a
ago,
week
maybe.
ago.
Yeah,
It was
around
like
there.
just under a week ago, I believe. And I remember checking when Grady shouted them out. Immediately, I actually like right when I saw it, I was like, I'm gonna give this a shot. I think that's kind of what we both did, right?
Yeah.
Without communicating with each other, and uh, at the time they had just crossed the 1,000 streams mark for Mockingbird. It was like 1002 or something. And now in like 5 days, they've more than doubled their streams with Mockingbird with 2046 stream, which is really cool. And they have 873 monthly listeners now, which is like really cool for them. Especially since they're like
they're just high school students, aren't they?
Yeah, they're like sophomores or something in high school.
That's why I always love checking that stuff out because it's like it says feel good things. But the music's so good.
The thing is, they only have 2 songs on Spotify, but they're both good. I think Mockingbird is a big standout, but even their other song is
Pride Before the Fall.
Yeah,
but I think
song is also decent.
Mockingbird, like, bro, when that chorus hits, you just find me. I'm like, Mockingbird.
You got a little,
bro. You get that little hip in your step, and you're just like, hey, yeah. But yeah, bro, this I debated bringing this for like what we're listening to, but I wasn't sure because it's like normally we bring albums, and I was bringing an EP.
Hey, it's our podcast. We
can do whatever we want. But I was just like, and then also especially when we talked about it last week, I was like, okay, well then there's no point bringing it if we're gonna talk about it anyways. So yeah, these 2 songs are like great. I think, and I mean. It's let me try and talk. Apple shows it as the more popular one, but I think Mockingbird is my favorite just because it's so catchy.
Apple, I always forget. Apple doesn't show you the streams, right?
Nope.
Apple buns, bruh.
It does.
Straight buns. No, but like, yeah, so I can tell you right now. I was looking at their profile. You don't know the exact streams until it crosses the 1,000 streams threshold. If it has less than 1,000, it literally just says it has
less than
1,000 with less than. It says less than 1,000. So Pride Before the Fall has not passed 1,000.
Get it there.
From what I can see, but it'll get there.
Yeah.
But Mockingbird, banger. Check them out. They're pretty chill. I don't really know them. They seem pretty humble from what I've observed, because I've checked out their Instagram. I've seen some of their stories. I gave them a shout out and they gave me a follow, so they're pretty chill dudes. But they also might have only given me a follow because they saw that Grady replied to my story, and so they were like, "Oh, Grady must know this guy." That could very well be it, but I'll take it. It's still cool. So
yeah, dude. If you're listening to this, check out Low Gap. They freaking rock. Support small musicians. It's always cool. Yeah. And then when they blow up, you can say, "I was there in the beginning.
I was there when it was cool. I was there before it was cool."
Frick! I just hit my cut on my cast. No, I reopened a scab. Dang it,
bruh.
I can't wait to get this thing off me, bro.
Canadians are so fragile, bro.
Oh, bro, Canada's in a state.
That's actually, yeah.
Canada's just.
That was actually a stupid joke because y'all go hard in hockey. So.
I don't know what's going on in Canada right now, bro. Do you want to know? Do you want to know what's going on? A brief thing.
Yeah. Hey. Back. Let's do another.
Canada moment.
Evan. Canada moment.
Evan rants about Canada.
Canada moment.
Canada
moment.
Anyways, I have 2 things. First of all, I don't know. I think this is just an Ontario thing. No. It's a Canada thing. House prices are stupid. Like I'm talking stupid.
Yo, dog, you trying to buy a house right now?
No, but like I won't be in the next 30 years at these rates. Yeah, it's actually an issue. Like, I'm talking, I'd be very curious to see what housing prices are where you live. But, like, there are houses that are...
I'm sure they're not great right now.
No. But, like, I'm talking, there was a house that it was, like, how do I describe it? Bungalow, small house, right?
Okay.
Like, one of those houses that from the front, there's, like, a door and a window, right? A very small cottage-style bungalow, right? 900,000.
Whoa, that's but you don't live in like a
not a big city, but even where I live, right? Our house when we bought it was like just over 200K. It's now estimated at like just above 750.
Yeah,
It's
that's crazy.
stupid. It's stupid. Like you cannot afford a house right now.
Okay, yeah, I don't think it's that. It's definitely not
It's
that
bad up here. It's
definitely
bad.
not that bad here, but I do know that housing prices aren't great here either.
They
But
can't be worse than up here.
also, where I live in Indiana.
Yeah.
And the standard of living in Indiana is not very high. It's only high if you live in Indianapolis or like Fort Wayne, or maybe Lafayette, Bloomington, South Bend, a couple of those slightly bigger cities. But like, and I technically the city I live in, which is Anderson. I'm not afraid to say it. Y'all can look it up, stalk me, whatever. Anderson is not like we used to be a lot bigger than we are now, and I don't even technically live in the town that I do live in because I live like half a mile outside of the county line. So I like live in a neighborhood that's like literally just on in the country, basically, right outside of the border, like the city limits. So a lot of the houses around where I live are gonna be cheaper than the ones that are, actually in the city.
Yeah, but housing prices in Canada, toast.
Welcome to housing and economics with.
But that's not the weirdest thing, right? Like it's been like going up ridiculously over the last few years, but it seems like in 2022, in the first month, everything's just decided to like double. But anyways, the weirdest, funniest, weirdest and funniest thing going on in Canada. I don't know if you've heard about it, but it's the protest of the truckers.
Oh yeah, Claire.
So,
Claire,
yeah, so here,
Claire told me about this on Discord.
I'll explain. It's the stupidest thing. Not stupid though, because I support it. I support what they're doing, but it's just funny. Basically, the truckers are protesting mandates and like vaccine.
You heard it here first, folks. Evan thinks Canadian truckers are stupid.
That's just false. Anyways, they're protesting vaccine mandates and stuff, which like I'm sorry if you feel the other way, but for me, I do not think mandates should be a thing. They're also protesting passports because in Canada you need a vaccine passport to get pretty much anywhere. They're protesting all that because I forget what the issue is, but like something, I don't know all the specific details, but it's like something if they don't have certain vaccination they can't work or anything, and they're kind of mad. So all the trucks in Canada, like all the transport trucks, the big ones that go really slow on the highway, they're all going to Ottawa, and they are shutting down the city of Ottawa. They are all just parking in the roads, making sure no one can get anywhere. They like, when the States stormed the Hill or Capitol Hill, imagine that, but it's transport trucks. They're just shutting the joint down. They're going to sit there in Ottawa, all these trucks honking their horn endlessly, protesting mandates. And the reason that this is effective is because ain't no food getting anywhere. Think about it.
True.
Like, the stores, like, even my brother, he's like, I can't get rice or noodles. The stores have run out, and there's no truckers to deliver them because they're all protesting. So it's like, people are literally...
Honestly, I'm not to be political, but I'm all for it.
That's the thing, right? But people are like we've had to like stash up on canned food because like we don't know when something's gonna run out and just not come back but it puts crazy pressure on the government because it's like, what you gonna do? Like we gotta eat, so it's like, anyways, I support their cause, but I do find it funny, even though it's like
it's actually a pretty good idea.
It's like
you know what, screw them.
Yeah, it's like a serious topic that needs to be addressed.
Yeah.
And they're in the right to protest. I just find it so funny. Like even with my family, we're going down to cheer the trucks on when they leave our town.
Are you?
Because like each town, they're kind of like, bro, it's just like a wave. It's so funny. You can see on the news like the trucks are currently passing through Winnipeg and stuff. And it's just like it's just trucks on trucks on trucks just going to Ottawa.
It's a ton of semi-trucks.
It's hilarious. Google it.
That's crazy.
It's so funny, but yeah, that's Canada. We are.
That's actually pretty cool. That's actually kind of a cool thing.
It is very cool because it's so like all
But
all the trucks
also
in Canada are just going.
pray for your boy Canada.
Bro, we need it. We need it. I'm sorry. Like as funny as it is, we're in the bin.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's my like. Don't
Everything's
take
in,
anything I say too seriously.
everything's in the bin now.
That's just me talking about Canada being Canada, which is generally being kind of stupid. But you know what? Canada's gonna Canada. With that in mind, I believe, unless
I
I'm
think that's
mistaken,
honestly, I think that's it for the pod.
I think that's it for the pod.
Yeah,
I think this was a good one. Um,
indeed, indeed.
do let us know in the comments what you thought. We always love hearing from you, and we will try and get back to you as quick as we can.
And if you listen
Um,
to the Lumineers album, tell me what you liked. And if you didn't
yeah,
like it, don't talk to me because I don't want to hear it.
only
Okay?
tell Jaron what
Bye.
you think if you liked it.
Podcast over now.